So I was a part of Power and Love Ministries with Tom Rotolo, and I had done pretty much almost every one of them, except for Canada that I'm blacklisted from. I can't get into Canada. I went to customs and they had a problem with me and didn't let me in. And now Josh tried to help me get in, Josh Clark, because he was working, in law, and I still can't get in. Pray for me, because it's been like 4 years and I'm still blacklisted. They won't let me in. My videos get in. They can't stop them, but they won't let me physically in the country. So I've been to almost every Power and Love school, and they're like, my heart cry is just to train and equip people, but not just to be a hearer, but to see people be a doer. Because you can't just be a hearer, you have to do. Because hearing and doing is where you look in the mirror and you remember who you are when you walk away. Hearing and not doing, you forget your identity when you leave. Receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your soul. It says, and don't be just a hearer, but be a doer. Because when you hear and do, you become. But when you hear and don't do, you forget who you are. And you walk away from the mirror and you forget why you're even on the planet. And you wonder where your purpose is. And your purpose is to be just like Jesus. Guys, I hope you're okay. I don't have anything else for you. I just want it to be simple. Look, I have woke up. I've woken up, waked up. I have woke up. For 14 years. 14 years in the gospel. 14 years, completely free. I have lived with zero guilt, zero shame, and zero condemnation for 14 years. And people are like, well, you just obviously didn't have the life I did. No, you just can't get over what you wish you'd never done. But if you'd see the gospel, you'd be over it because God is. I'm not kidding. Guilt and shame and condemnation is from the devil. He thinks guilty, he thinks ashamed, he thinks condemned every day. And there's no hope for him, and he's eternally cut off. So he is trying to reproduce his mindset in you so he can get you to think like him, but play Christian. Okay. The devil is trying to get you to put his mindset inside of you and to think like him. Depressed, condemned, bitter, ashamed, afraid. Think that you still have your past when God says you don't. If we could get to that right there, if you could hit that, if you could just hit the reality to believe that old things have passed away, that all things have become new, and the new creation reality could hit your soul, you would be free from so much more than you think you would be. See, we know it in theory, but the reality of it is that that's the reality of it. See, the theory of being free is not as great as really being free. And if the Son sets you free, you shall be free. So if he sets you free, then you're really free. But the devil knows everything that you wish you'd never done. And God threw it into a sea called forgetfulness. So who are we to think we can drag it out of a sea that he forgot? Look, either it's good news or it's not good news. And if it's not good news, it's not the gospel, because good news is gospel. Gospel means good news.